Hello, everyone. Welcome to another evening of math stories. Tonight's stories are about something most people get excited about, money. But before we get started, let's look at today's word puzzle. Okay, let's see if you can guess this word before all the letters are written in. Let's go ahead and do the first letter today. I'm not sure if that's a cupcake or a muffin. I'm guessing it might be a muffin because it's not got any frosting. There's no frosting on it. I'm guessing that's an M for muffin. I'm pretty sure this is toothpaste. So that starts with a T. Here's another elephant. We see a lot of these for the letter E, don't we? Now this one is a cloud, but I see it has some drops coming out of it. So I think that might be rain. And if I put a C on the end, I don't know if that's going to work. Do you know what word this is already? Here's an H for house. And here's an octopus, so that's an O. That word says mother. Mother. Whenever I talk with my classes about money, someone always brings up the idea of having $1 million. What would you do if you had $1 million? And they go, if I had $1 million, I would, and a great discussion would start. This book is called If You Made a Million. It's by David Schwartz, and the pictures are by Stephen Kellogg. If you made a million. Down here in the sign it says, cheerful and willing helpers wanted by Marvellissimo, the mathematical magician. Marvellissimo, what a name. He's got stars and unicorns, and oh, over here we've got a bunch of kids and they've got some tools. It says Cheerful and Willing Incorporated. Looks like they're going to do some jobs to earn some money. The dedication says, for Rita and Gary, my aunt and uncle, who also happen to be my good friends, for their counsel and support, thanks a million. To Tremaine the Great, with 1,000,000 loving cheers. Congratulations! You've earned a penny. It says, feed the fish, earn 1 penny. And there is 1 penny. It will buy anything that costs 1 cent. Perry's Pebbles Limited, 1 penny per pebble. Well done. You've made a nickel. Dust this duck, earn 5 cents. 1 nickel is worth the same as 5 pennies. Hooray! Now you have a dime. Please paint this pot purple. Earn 10 cents. 1 dime has the same value as 2 nickels or 10 pennies. Excellent! For your hard work, you've earned a quarter. Blow up this boa. Earn 25 cents. See him blowing it up? 1 quarter is the same amount of money as 5 nickels, or 2 dimes and 1 nickel, or 3 nickels and 1 dime, or 25 pennies. Wonderful. You are now $1 richer. $1 is worth as much as 4 quarters. It says, fix this fountain's flow. Earn $1. Or 10 dimes. Or 20 nickels. Or 100 pennies. My goodness. You could use your dollar to buy 100 pieces of penny candy. Or 25-cent balloons. Or 10 stickers for 10 cents each, or 4 rubber balls that cost 25 cents a piece. Or perhaps you'd like to save your dollar. You could put it in the bank, and a year from now, it will be worth $1.05. The bank wants to use your money, and it will pay you 5 cents to leave your dollar there for a year. The extra 5 cents is called interest. If you waited 10 years, your dollar would earn 64 cents in interest just from sitting in the bank. Are you interested in earning lots of interest? Wait 20 years and $1 will grow to $2.70. Delicious! You've baked a cake and earned $5. Oh dear, it says, oh, that's a long number for the calories, isn't it? My, what a fancy cake. You could be paid with one $5 bill or 5 $1 bills. It doesn't matter. They have the same value. Stupendous! You've made $10. How would you like to be paid? One $10 bill or 2 $5 bills? Or 10 $1 bills? Or perhaps 1 5 and 5 ones? Take your pick. They're all worth $10. If you prefer coins, you can have a 5-foot stack of pennies. That's 1,000 of them. Or a 15-inch stack of 200 nickels. You could also be paid with 100 dimes, which you could stack up to just over 5 inches. Or you can receive your $10 as a 3 1/4 inch pile of 40 quarters. Here's your pennies, nickels, your dimes, and your quarters. You could spend your $10 on 10 kittens or 1,000 kitty snacks. Or You could take your mom to the movies. Anyone who's been to the movies these days knows it's going to take a lot more than $10, but you might be able to buy a treat. But maybe you'd rather save your money. If you leave your $10 in the bank for 10 years, it will earn $6.40 in interest, and you will have $16.40. If you leave it there for 50 years, your $10 will grow to $138.02. You've worked hard to earn $100. You've decided to spend it on a plane ticket to the beach. You could pay with a $100 bill or two $50 bills or five $20 bills or many other combinations, 6 5s, 3 10s, or 2 20s, for instance. A lot of ways to make $100. They got $100 for transplanting a tree. Paying with pennies, you'll need 10,000 of them, and they'll make a 50-foot stack. You've worked long and hard, and you've earned $1,000. You're going to buy a pet. You could pay with coins or bills. If you don't like the idea of carrying $1,000 around with you, you can put it in the bank and pay for the hippo with a check. The check tells your bank to give $1,000 to the person who sold you the hippo. Here's how it works. You give the check to the person who sold you the hippo, and he gives it to his bank. And his bank sends it to a very busy clearinghouse in the city. And the clearinghouse tells your bank to take $1,000 out of your money. After your bank does that, the clearinghouse tells the hippo salesman's bank to add $1,000 to his money so he can take it and use it whenever and however he likes. Maybe he'll use it to raise more hippos. If you used pennies to purchase a $10,000 Ferris wheel, someone might not be too happy about it. Even if you used 10,000 $1 bills, it would be mighty hard to handle. Probably a check would be best. Magnificent! You've earned $50,000, and you've just read about a well-worn, unloved, but perfectly fixable castle for sale. The price, $100,000. The castle costs $100,000, and you have only $50,000. You're $50,000 short, but you can still buy the castle. You could use the money you earned as a down payment and ask a bank to lend you the rest. Then you would pay the bank back, a little at a time, month after month, for many years. But the amount you must pay back the bank will be more than what you borrowed. That's because the bank charges for lending you money. The extra money is called interest, just like the interest the bank pays to you when it uses your money. Now you are using the bank's money, so you must pay interest to the bank. If you have some very expensive plans, you may have to take on a tough job that pays well. A babysitter is desperately needed for an obstreperous ogre. $1 million will be paid to anyone who takes this job and survives. This says the Babysitter Survival Kit. If you think ogre taming would be an exciting challenge, you can have fun and make a great deal of money too. Of course, you may not enjoy taming obstreperous ogres or building bulky bridges or painting purple pots. Enjoying your work is more important than money, so you should look for another job or make less expensive plans. Congratulations! You've made $1 million. $1 million. That's a stack of pennies 95 miles high, or enough nickels to fill a school bus, or a whale's weight in quarters. Would you prefer your million in paper money? Even a paper million is a hefty load. $1 million $1 bills would weigh 2,500 pounds and stack up to 360 feet. What's the smallest your million could be? $100 bills are the largest made today, and it would take 10,000 of them to pay you for your feat of ogre taming, but a check for $1 million would easily fit in your pocket or purse, and it's worth the same as the towering stacks of pennies or bills. Now you can afford to buy tickets to the moon. Or you can purchase some real estate for the endangered rhinoceroses. But if you'd rather save your million than spend it, you could put it in the bank where it would earn interest. The interest on $1 million is about $1,000 a week, or $143 a day, or $6 an hour, or 10 cents a minute, just from sitting in the bank. If you keep your million, you can probably live on the interest without doing any more work for the rest of your life. You might like that, or you could find it rather dull. Making money means making choices. This says suggestions for what we should do with our $1 million. So what would you do if you made $1 million? $1 million would mean even more than 1 million choices you'd have to make. All the money in that book was American money, dollars and quarters and nickels and dimes and pennies. But different countries have different kinds of money. My husband and I both collect money from different parts of the world, and we have lots of different kinds. This bill is from the Bank of Uganda. This one is from Korea. This bill, which is very damaged, is from Papua New Guinea. You see it's got some traditional items on the back. This money from Hong Kong has a lion on the front of it and more lions on the back. This money from Qatar is very beautiful and has a lot of different colors in it and some shimmering foil woven into it. It has birds on the back. This money is from India. It also has some sparkly on it. And it has this building on the back. A lot of money has pictures of very important people or buildings on it. Other money has animals. These coins are from Singapore, and they've got a lionfish and a swordfish on the back of them. Some money has two different kinds of metal in it, like this money from Italy. This money from France has an octagon or eight-sided shape inside of it. The animal on this coin gives you a clue where it's from. If you guessed Australia, you are right. Sometimes coins teach you a little bit about history or what people looked like or dressed like a long time ago, like this coin from Egypt. Some coins have a different shape on the edge, like this coin from Hong Kong in China. Some coins also have flowers on them or grains, like this one from New Zealand. Some coins have creatures from mythology or other beliefs, like this Quetzalcoatl on this coin from Mexico. There certainly are a lot of different kinds of money out there. What would your money look like if you designed your own and made it your own? One of my favorite memories was one time in a summer program, we had a pretend fair where there were different kinds of snacks or games to play, and you had to pay with money that you made yourself. We all drew and colored and cut out our own dollar bills and went around paying for all the things at the fair with our pretend money, kind of like you use tokens at an arcade. It was a lot of fun. Let me show you how you can make some of your own money. I'll go ahead and keep my money the usual rectangular shape, but I'm going to take my paper and fold it. I like this shape. My money is kind of a skinny rectangle, and I've got 8 of them on here. So now that I've got my rectangles, I can make my money. You can make your money look however you want. It's your money. Let's see. I'll give my my money's gonna have a silly name. Let's see. This dollar bill will be for 1. One bibbity bop. My money will be called bibbity bops. And in the middle, I think we should have a cat, since I like cats. I know there was some money that had different colors in there. Maybe mine should have some different colors. I'm going to make my ones look a little different. Sometimes when you draw one, you can put a little bit of a point there. There we go. That looks more official. One bibbidi bop. So decorate them all that way. You can make them any color. And then you just have to cut them out. There you have it, your very own pretend money. I know I can't go to any real stores and actually use this to buy anything, but there are a lot of games you can use play money to. What about Monopoly? There's a lot of games you can make up that use money. Or you could have your own pretend store. Lots of fun things you could do with pretend money. Math is used to count in a lot of different ways. Money is just one way. But it's really important to keep track of things sometimes. Sometimes you have to keep track of yourselves and your friends. Have you ever gone out in a group and whoever's in charge is counting everybody who's there to make sure they haven't lost anyone? That's what happens in the book, Mouse Count. Mouse Count by Ellen Stull Walsh. For my 9 sisters and brothers, Sally, Leila, Mary, Nancy, Jane, Betsy, Joe, George, and John, and especially for Sally, the eldest, and her husband Jay, intrepid seekers after truth. Gate, gate, para samgate, bodhi swaha. One fine day, some mice played in the meadow. They were careful to watch for snakes. But when the mice got sleepy, they forgot about snakes, and they all took naps. While they slept, a hungry snake went looking for dinner. On his way, he found a nice big jar. "Oh, I will fill this jar with dinner," he said. Uh-oh, we skipped a page. There we are. It wasn't long before he found 3 mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. "First I will count them, and then I will eat them up," said the snake. "Mouse count. 1, 2, 3. He dropped them into the jar, but he was very hungry. 3 mice were not enough. Soon he found 4 more mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. And he counted them. 4, 5, 6, 7. But the snake was very, very hungry, and 7 mice were not enough. At last he found 3 more mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep, and he counted them. 8, 9, 10. 10 mice are enough. Now I am going to eat you up, little, warm, and tasty, said the snake. Wait, said one of the mice. And the jar isn't full yet. And look at the big mouse over there. The snake was very greedy. He hurried off to get the big mouse. And while he was gone, the mice rocked the jar one way and another way until over it went. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The little mice uncounted themselves and ran home. The snake reached the big mouse, but it was only a cold, hard rock. And when he got back, the jar was empty. Counting is very important when you're making sure everyone is safe and sound. I hope everyone out there is safe and sound tonight. I'll talk to you next time when we do more math adventures. Have a good evening.